What's wrong with him? What's wrong with me? What is this fight all about? Stop replaying the argument. You've gone over it 4 times today, trying to find the sentence where you went wrong. There isn't one. The fight was never actually about what they said it was about. This isn't about learning to communicate through conflict. This is about the fight that was never actually about you, and the reflex that made you carry it anyway. And I'm your host for today's video, and also the rest of my videos. No one else except me. As always, thanks for being here. Now, they stood there with that look. Disappointed. Tired of you, apparently. And out came the line. You're too nice. You don't challenge me. I need someone who actually fights for me. Before you could even catch up to how strange that sounds, the door was already closing behind them. They said they needed air. They said you needed to calm down. Really? Me? Calm down? Okay, let's calm down. You think you just witnessed someone finally being honest about what they need. You actually just watched someone build themselves an exit. Here's the part that should bother you more than the accusation did. Nobody needs air for 6 hours. Nobody who's actually overwhelmed goes quiet for a walk and comes back later, calmer, glowing a little, checking their phone like it's a full-time job. Overwhelmed people come back tired. They come back with red eyes or nothing to say. They don't come back lighter than when they left. You're too nice isn't a complaint about your personality. It's a complaint about your predictability. You don't scream. You don't create chaos. You're steady enough that leaving requires an actual reason, and manufacturing one is a lot easier than admitting there isn't one. They needed air badly enough to walk out mid-sentence. Somehow found a full signal the second they hit the driveway. Where are you, babe? I need to see you. I'm feeling so down right now. Something happens. Yeah, you're the something. That's not a coincidence. And it's not about air. The fight wasn't the problem they were solving. The fight was the tool. Once you're confused and hurt and replaying your own behavior, you're too busy defending yourself to ask the one question that actually matters: where they went and who they were talking to when they got there. Babe, I'm at your front door. Peace isn't boring to someone who wants to stay. It's inconvenient to someone who's already decided to go and needed you to look like the reason. So the next time you're told you're not enough of a challenge, are you going to work harder to become one? Or are you going to ask why the person who chose you for your steadiness is suddenly punishing you for it? Now the part that's actually about you. You didn't start that fight. You didn't manufacture a reason to leave your own house. That part is entirely theirs. But look at what you did with it once it landed. You didn't ask whether the accusation was true. You went straight to fixing it. You opened your phone and started reading about attachment styles. You wrote paragraphs explaining yourself, apologizing for a flaw nobody had actually proven you had. That reflex didn't start tonight. You've probably been doing it your whole life, taking the blame first and checking whether it belongs to you later, if you check at all. It feels like maturity. It feels like being the bigger person. What it actually is skipping the one step that would have protected you, asking if you did anything wrong before deciding that you did. Somebody who actually cared about the answer would have asked you a direct question and waited for it. What you got instead was an accusation dropping like a grenade and a door slamming before you could even respond. That's not what someone does when they want an honest conversation. That's what someone does when they need you occupied. And now you're confused. Excuse me? Excuse you? You think you're keeping the peace. You're actually just volunteering to carry weight nobody's confirmed is yours. And that's exactly what makes you easy to use this way. Someone who takes the blame automatically doesn't need to be convinced of anything. They just need to hand you an accusation vague enough to work with, and you'll do the rest of the work yourself. So next time something goes wrong and the first thing you feel is guilt, is that guilt actually about something you did? Or is it just the reflex, doing what it always does? The fight was never about you not being enough. It was about someone needing a reason that wasn't their own dishonesty. And you, yes, you handed them one. Every damn time you took the blame before asking if it was yours to take. So, I really want you to think it over. That's all. Take care and be safe.